What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Ooh, I'm bringing you Miss Grinchy vibes. Wait till you guys see the palette that we're playing with today. It gave me so much inspiration, and with the holidays right around the corner, I thought, what more perfect time than to play with some color than now? With looks like these, I really hope that it inspires you guys to step out of the box and just do something fun and different. So if you guys like to see how we got this Miss Grinch vibe, then keep on watching. So I went ahead and did this eye first just to make sure that I can do it, because I played around with it last night and it was super easy, but I was like, was that luck? Was it too easy for me? But this is pretty simple. So to start off, I'm going to be switching up my eye primer. Normally we use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, but if any of you guys watch Teresa is Dead, she is hilarious. She had mentioned that she uses her Nars matte concealer for a primer. So I went and did that, but I had to tweak it a little bit because this is a little bit too dry for my eyelids. So I do end up mixing a little bit of the creamy concealer as well. And the shade that I have, I go between two of them. I have Vanilla and I also have Canelle, and then this is Custard. So they're all just different. You know, I'm a mixer here. We just mix around. These concealers though are 100% meant for either a brush or your fingers. The Beauty Blender really doesn't do much with this concealer. So I'd really, if you are a Beauty Blender lover, you would definitely have difficulties, in my opinion, trying to blend this out, because it really is actually meant for your fingers, but I rarely use my fingers. It's usually a brush or a Beauty Blender. Now to give that a nice light set, I have my Makeup Forever contour and highlighting powders. This is an H104, so I'm just going to take that and just lightly dust over the lid, and that's all you really need to set those. The palette that we're using today, I'm so excited. It just came in last night, so I was like, I need to look right now. But it is the recently deceased Melt Cosmetics palette. They came out with this beautiful Beetlejuice collection. Now, I didn't buy the whole collection, even though I'm a huge Beetlejuice fan, but I felt like not everything in there would be something that I would get a lot of use out of. And so for me, just to spend all that money just because it had Beetlejuice's name on it wasn't really like my thing. So this palette though is something that I would 100% get great use out of. Purples and greens honestly are some of my favorite colors to work with, even though I don't use them as much nowadays, but like back in the day, catch me in a purple look all day long. But for today's look, we're going to be using this shade, and this shade. So it's a super just easy, quick 3-shade look, and it looks stunning. So the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and draw this liner look, and all you need is an angled brush. This is a super old brush. It's like 8 years old. It was from Sephora back in the day, but if you just have a nice angled eyeliner brush, that works great. We're gonna go ahead into the shade Paranormal. Now, some people might wanna use a primer, a glitter glue, but this is such a heavy pigment that I didn't need to do any of that. All I did was I took the brush and I just pushed it into the product. I'm not swiping as much. I'm just loading it by pushing it in. These eyeshadows are super pigmented. I think that they said these are a pressed pigment palette. So a little goes a long way, but again, I'm just pushing that into the brush. Now this part, I gotta get a little closer to the camera and a little closer to the mirror. And it's a little bit, I don't want to call it chunky, but it has more of like a crumbly texture to it because it's super like metallic when you swipe it on. So I'm just really taking my time so that I'm not getting fallout. And just, I'm already going too high on this one, but that's okay. I'm gonna swoop it down real quick. And then swoop it out. Now it's a little off. They're just slightly different, but that's okay. I don't really get too bothered by that. I'm trying my best, so that's all that matters. As long as, you know, they look similar, that's all I really care about. Okay, so they're not even. This one definitely swoops down a little bit more and is a little bit sharper. This one's got a little bit more curve to it, but I'm good with that. I'm not redoing that. So the next part, we're going to take a MAC 242 and we're going to dip into this shade, and this is called Beetlejuice. And we're just going to pack this all over the lid. So just take your time, pack it on. And then when you get up to the line, I'm not pushing it into the line. I'm leaving just a slight gap so that it's not disrupting that first shade, because like I said, it does have a little bit more of a crumblier texture. So if you were to go to swipe it, it's going to kind of blur and mess up the line. So I don't want to make it harder for myself. So we're just going to focus here. And then when we get up to here, just take your time and watch out for the line. Once you have that on, now we're gonna go into the shade Neurotic. And this is my Sigma E54. I'm gonna mix a little bit of this with my finger. So I'm gonna apply this down first, just where I want it. Really pushing it on the lash line and just keeping this right in the center. So lash line up into that line. Then I'm gonna go in with my finger. This shade is just insane. And this is just gonna make it pop a little bit more. Again, I'm not using any glitter glue. I didn't use it wet. These shades really just pop on their own. Little to no effort, honestly. Moving on to the face, we're gonna use our Dominique CosmeticsxJadey Wadey Primer. Been religiously using it. Absolutely love it. I'm more than certain I'm probably going to repurchase because I really, really enjoy this primer for my skin, and I absolutely love the way it smells. For foundation today, we are going to be mixing these two. I'm not sure if I have. I think I might have, but we're going to do it today. So this is the Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer by Colourpop. This is in the shade 10N, and then this is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Warm Nude. So this should give me like a really soft medium coverage, but very natural, slightly dewy skin, which is what I've really been going for lately. I really like my skin just to look like skin. I'm telling you, if you have not tried this tinted moisturizer yet, and you are a tinted moisturizer lover, or just a lover of sheer products, you would love this. So far, really love that combo. It gave me exactly what I was looking for, just that really nice sheer medium coverage. You can still see with some of my scarring, blemishes, freckles. Now I'll go in with the concealer, which does a little bit more of the heavy duty work. So for concealer, I recently just purchased these. I used to be a huge lover of these specific concealers, and Nars Complexion in general has always just been top. It's always been one of the best. But you know, just with someone who play with makeup all the time, like when things run out, I try to try new things. But after not using these for almost about 2 years now, I was like, no, I miss these. I want to retry them, see if I still love them, and I do. So we're gonna be using two shades. This is Custard and Vanilla. So the first one is going to be Custard. We're just going to push this right in the inner around the nose, and then try to cover this little scar, and then some on the chin. Then I'm going to take Vanilla, and we're going to focus this more on the side of the nose, inner eye, a little bit right here and here. With Nars Complexion and Nars products in general, the best tool to use is your fingers. That's what his makeup was intended for. But I'm really not a finger person. I really either like a brush or a beauty blender. But I love the way that his complexion products look. Just very skin-like. Beautiful. You get the coverage you want, and it just looks natural. Now we're going to go in with some cream contour to bronze up the face. This is in shade Macchiato, using my Rephr 04 brush. Really getting that in there. Just gives such a nice, beautiful, natural glow. Love it. This is definitely one of the products for me that I think that I will continue to repurchase once this is done. I was thinking about making a video of just products that I do still repurchase and products that I just started using this year that I want to repurchase. I think that'd be a good video for you guys. Let me know if you want to see that. I'm also gathering a bunch of different like favorites videos. So like favorite lip liners, favorite eyeshadows, favorite this, that, the other. So if there's any specific favorites that you guys want to see, also put that down below. Now I'm just going to set the under eyes with my RCMA No Color powder, and then we'll use the Charlotte Tilbury powders for more of an airbrush finish all over. I'm going to go in with shade 2 first. I have 2 and 1. So we're going to do 2 for all over the face. And then I'm going to take shade 1 and just hit the T-zone just to give a little extra brightness in this area. So for bronzers, we're probably going to use a couple, which isn't a surprise to you guys. But this is one of the newest to my collection. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush. So it's something, it's like similar to the airbrushing powder, but this is an airbrushing bronzer. It's in shade medium. I'm going to use my Esom V49 brush. And I'm just going to hit the sides, just anywhere that I had that cream contour. And it like gives a little extra set and then also bronze you at the same time, which is really cool. Now this bronzer is just a very soft, natural looking bronzer, which I feel like her whole line is just meant to have you looking very natural. So I do like it, but today I do want to be a little bit more bronzed and sculpted. So because of that, I'm going to go in with my Filmstar Bronze and Glow because I always do. This is just the best. Like I literally cannot do a look without it, but this really helps just to sculpt the skin just a little bit more. But I think them paired together really is a beautiful match because they are slightly different in tones. So they balance each other out. And then for highlighters, still the Filmstar Bronze and Glow. Oh, I want to go a little extra. Oh, so pretty. Literally my favorite highlighter of all time. For blush, we are going to be mixing a new one with an old one. So my old one is the Kylie Close to Perfect. It's one of my favorite blushes. Just such a beautiful, everyday color. You could do this with any look. So a warm look, a cool look. But newest to my collection is the Kylie Pink Power. So I didn't know how I was going to feel about this. It looks a lot different in the pan than it does on the skin. This by itself is pretty. I think it's really great for fairer skin tones if you really like that pinky look. I feel like once you get a little bit darker, it might look a little bit like ashy because it's like a very, very light pink. But mixed together, it is like the perfect winter, just rosy cheeks for my skin tone. So I'm going to be using my Rephr 05 brush and just dipping into both of them and then creating just a really nice pink. Like look how pink that is. I don't know if it's translating as much on camera, but in person, like I said, it's like that perfect wintry pink cheek. So I'm pretty happy with the face. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm not going to be touching the lower lash line. I really just been loving nothing under there. And for this look, I really want the focal to be up here. So I'm going to go ahead and do my lashes and brows off camera and we will be right back for the lip. Brows and lashes are on, and I actually just got these lashes yesterday. I haven't seen them before, but they are the Ardell Naked Lashes. So I cut them up, which is what I do with all my strips because I make them more like individual like, but super, super lightweight pretty. I just put them on the ends just to give a little bit more on the ends because I like my eyes to, you know. But yeah, so far they're really nice, super light, and up my alley because I like more natural like lashes. Now for lip, I didn't realize that it was going to be a complete Kylie from start to finish, but I'm not mad at it. I really, really, really enjoy Kylie's lip products in general. I think they're absolutely amazing. So the first thing we're going to go in with is her liner. It's in the shade Girls Trip. It's one of my favorite liners of all time. I absolutely love this color. Super creamy, lasts all day, you know, all that good stuff. Then I'm going to be going in with the Kylie Lip Blush. This is so unique to me. I don't really know another formula like this in another brand that I truly enjoy like this one. This is in the shade Bikini Bod. It is so soft. You don't even feel like it's on the lips. It's really, really pretty. I hope that she comes up with more of these. If she did, I didn't even notice, but really, really love the lip blushes. And then I'm going to go in with her lipstick just as a little pout with the shade Paradise Please. And that concludes today's tutorial. Definitely Miss Grinch vibes. I am completely obsessed with this look. I told you guys that I was going to start adding more color into my content. And I'm so glad I did because this is so bomb. I think what makes me love this look so much is because even though it's colorful, I don't feel like I'm out of my natural neutral element. I just feel like this is so fun. I still feel very comfortable in it, and I think it's definitely a little bit of a showstopper, you know? But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like it, and if you want to see more color, if you want to see this palette more, let me know in the comments down below. As always, I hope this inspires you to kind of step out of the box and do something different for you, and really just enjoy the joy of what makeup can do and bring. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to all my videos if you guys like to see more. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram. My name is Amanda Devon on there as well. We're a little bit more chit-chatty. But that's it for today. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.